Before we talk about the life you want to create, we need to talk about the weight you're still carrying. You can't step into a new life while holding on to the old one. It's like trying to run a marathon with chains around your ankles. Every regret, every doubt, every past failure dragging behind you, keeping you stuck in the same place. Most people never truly start over because they refuse to let go. They replay old mistakes, relive past pain, and tell themselves the same tired story. This is just who I am. This is all I'll ever be. But that's not the truth. That's just the mind clinging to the familiar because even pain feels safer than the unknown. What if I told you that right now you hold the power to rewrite your story, that the life you've been living is just one chapter and you are not bound by its pages? Most people stay stuck, trapped in routines, identities, and expectations that no longer serve them. They tell themselves, this is just who I am, this is my reality. But what if that's a lie? Reinvention isn't running away. It's not about escaping your past, it's about choosing growth. It's about understanding that who you were yesterday does not define who you can become tomorrow. The most successful, fulfilled, and unstoppable people in the world weren't born that way. They built themselves. They let go of what was and stepped into what could be. In this video, you'll learn the step-by-step process of starting fresh. Not by luck, not by chance, but by deliberate, powerful action. You'll uncover the hidden barriers that keep people from moving forward, the mindset shifts that separate those who thrive from those who remain stagnant, and the daily habits that will help you craft the life you always wanted. Maybe you've tried to change before, but something pulled you back. Maybe you've told yourself, it's too late for me. I don't know where to start. Let me tell you something. The past doesn't own you. Your next move does. And today, you're going to learn exactly how to make that move. This isn't just motivation, it's transformation. If you're ready to take control, break free from the limits of your past, and start a new life on your terms, then stay with me until the end. Because this might just be the moment everything changes for you. Welcome to a new beginning. Welcome to your reset. Let's begin. It's time to release. Let go of the regrets that whisper, you should have done better. Let go of the limiting beliefs that say, you're not good enough, you'll never make it. Let go of the fear of change, the one that convinces you that staying where you are is somehow better than stepping into the unknown. The version of you that got you here won't get you where you're meant to be. The choices, the habits, the mindset, it all belongs to an old chapter. And if you keep rereading the past, you'll never write the future. Think about it. If you had to introduce yourself today without mentioning your past, without using your job title, your failures, or your mistakes, who would you be? What would you say? Most people don't know because they've spent so long defining themselves by what's behind them, they've forgotten they can create what's ahead. But the truth is, you are not your past. You are not your mistakes. You are not the version of yourself that settled, that hesitated, that played small. That person was doing the best they could with what they knew at the time, but now you know better. Now you have the chance to make a different choice. Change is uncomfortable. It requires you to shed old layers, to face truths you've avoided, to step into spaces that feel unfamiliar. But discomfort is proof that growth is happening. The people who change their lives don't wait until they feel ready. They decide. They decide that their future is worth more than their fear. You've spent enough time looking back. Now it's time to look forward. The life you want is not found in the past. It's waiting for you in the next step you take. Let go. Free yourself. The new version of you is ready to rise. If you don't design your future, someone else will. The world is full of expectations. Your family, society, your past self. If you don't decide who you are and where you're going, you'll wake up one day living a life that was never truly yours, a life shaped by fear, by obligation, by the opinions of others. And nothing feels emptier than realizing you spent years walking a path you never chose. So ask yourself, who do I want to be? Not what job you want, not how much money you hope to make. Who do you want to be at your core? Strong, confident, free, the kind of person who takes risks, who shows up fully, who refuses to settle. If you don't know the answer, stop everything and find it. Because without that clarity, life will make the choices for you. Grab a pen, Write it down. The thoughts in your mind are just whispers until you bring them into the physical world. Words have power. When you put them on paper, you take them from an idea to a decision, and decisions shape destinies. Write down the kind of person you want to become, the life you want to create, the habits you need to build. Be specific, be bold, speak it into existence. Say it out loud, not just once, but every day until it feels like truth. You don't manifest change by hoping, you do it by declaring, by stepping into the identity of the person you are becoming. That's the difference between people who dream and people who transform. Dreamers think about it. Transformers act as if it's already happening. They shift their posture, their mindset, their daily habits to align with the vision they've set. Most people never do this. They move through life reacting instead of creating. They let circumstances dictate their reality, but not you, not anymore. From this moment on, you take back control. You stop waiting for permission. You stop waiting for the right moment. The right moment is now. Because if you don't shape your future, someone else will do it for you. And you deserve more than a life built by someone else's expectations. You deserve a life that is fully, unapologetically yours. Negative people, toxic habits, the old mindset. These are the weights that keep you tied to the version of yourself you're trying to outgrow. And here's the truth. You can't carry the past and expect to rise into your future. Something has to go. Growth requires sacrifice. It's not easy and it's not comfortable, but every great transformation demands that you release what no longer serves you. The moment you let go, you create space for something better, yet most people never take that step because letting go feels like losing relationships, losing routines, losing the safety of the familiar. But what if you're not losing? What if you're making room? Look around you. The energy you allow into your life shapes the person you become. The people who drain you, the habits that hold you back, the beliefs that tell you you're not enough. These things don't just slow you down. They define your reality. If you surround yourself with negativity, you absorb it. If you cling to old ways of thinking, you stay trapped in the same cycles. And if you refuse to release what's broken, you'll never have the hands free to build something new. It's time to make a decision. The people who pull you into doubt, who mock your dreams, who remind you of your past instead of encouraging your future, why are they still in your life? The habits that drain your energy, that keep you stagnant, that bring you no real joy, why are they still part of your day? The beliefs that whisper, you can't, you're not ready, you'll fail. Why do you still give them a voice? When you decide to grow, not everyone will come with you. Some people will resist your change because it forces them to confront their own stagnation. Some will try to pull you back because your evolution threatens their comfort, but your life is not theirs to dictate, and you don't owe anyone an explanation for choosing yourself. Change starts when you get intentional about what you allow into your life. Protect your mind, set boundaries, choose environments that fuel your growth, not your doubts. Because once you remove what's toxic, something incredible happens. You expand, you think clearer, you move lighter, you become the version of yourself that was waiting just beyond the weight of the past. Nothing great was ever built in clutter. Let go, clear the space. Success is not a single moment. It's not one big breakthrough chance or one massive leap forward. Success is built on small, consistent actions, things so simple they seem insignificant, yet powerful enough to transform your entire life. The way you start your day matters more than you think. If you wake up and immediately scroll through distractions, reacting to the world instead of creating your own, you're already giving away control. But when you start your mornings with intention, you take back your power. The first hour of your day sets the tone for everything that follows. So what do you choose? Reading, exercise, reflection. These are not just habits. They are investments in your future self. Reading expands your mind, introduces you to new ideas, and challenges the way you think. Exercise strengthens your body, fuels your energy, and builds the resilience you need to face the day. Reflection keeps you grounded, allowing you to check in with yourself, realign with your purpose, and move forward with clarity. Some people wait for motivation. They tell themselves they'll start when they feel ready, but readiness is a myth. Motivation is unreliable. What truly creates change is discipline, the ability to show up every single day, no matter how you feel, because your new life is not shaped by what you do once in a while. It's shaped by what you do consistently. Think about the person you want to become. Do they waste time on distractions? Do they let fear or laziness dictate their choices? Or do they wake up and act even when they don't feel like it? The difference between people who succeed and those who don't is not intelligence or luck. It's the decision to take small, deliberate steps every day. At first, these actions may seem small. Reading a few pages, moving your body for 10 minutes, taking a moment to sit in silence and reflect. But over time, these simple habits create unstoppable momentum. They rewire your mind, they strengthen your willpower, they shift your identity from someone who wants to change into someone who is changing. Every day is an opportunity to either reinforce your old patterns or create new ones. The choice is yours. Will you let your mornings slip away in distraction? Or will you take control, set your intentions, and build the foundation for the future you deserve? Because the life you dream of is not built someday, it's built today. When fear and discomfort arise, it's not a sign to retreat, it's an invitation to step up, to transform, and to grow. These feelings, though uncomfortable, are guides that show you the path forward. They remind you that growth doesn't happen in the comfort zone. It happens when you take that first step into the unknown, when you confront your fears, and when you push through the discomfort. It's in these moments that you will discover what you're truly capable of. So when fear knocks, welcome it. When discomfort settles in, embrace it. These are the signs that you are moving towards something greater, something transformative. Distance yourself from those who drain your energy. It's easy to stay in relationships or environments that feel familiar, even if they don't serve your highest good. But there comes a point when you have to recognize the toll that negative, energy-draining people can have on your spirit. These individuals can subtly wear you down with their constant complaints, limiting beliefs, or pessimism. Over time, their negativity begins to seep into your own mindset, making it harder to remain optimistic and focused on your goals. Distance doesn't mean you cut people out of your life completely. It means you recognize the importance of self-care and mental health. By creating boundaries, you protect your energy and preserve your capacity for growth. When you stop allowing toxic influences to take up space in your life, you free yourself to pursue the things that truly matter. Distance creates the space necessary for you to thrive, unencumbered by the weight of others' negativity. The environment you choose to create is a reflection of your values and your aspirations. Distance yourself from the energy drains and seek out those who will push you to rise. Surround yourself with those who see the potential in you, who challenge you to go beyond what you thought was possible. Your environment is a mirror that reflects who you are becoming. So make sure it reflects the version of yourself that you are striving to be. A new life isn't just about leaving the past, it's about building something meaningful. It's easy to think that reinvention is solely about escaping the past, shedding the old habits, relationships, and circumstances that no longer serve you. While letting go of what doesn't align with your future is important, the true essence of a new life comes from what you create, not just what you leave behind. Reinvention isn't an empty space waiting to be filled. It's a canvas, a chance to design a life that's deeply connected to your values, passions, and aspirations. When you focus on what you want to build, you shift from merely surviving to thriving. The new life you create becomes an embodiment of your most authentic self, a reflection of the journey you're choosing to take. It's not about erasing the past. It's about using it as a foundation for something richer, fuller, and more aligned with who you are becoming. You are not your past. You are what you decide to become. It's easy to define yourself by what has happened to you, by the mistakes you've made, the struggles you've faced, or the labels others have placed on you. But your past does not define you unless you let it. Every day is an opportunity to choose a different path, to become something more, to break free from the patterns that have held you back. You are not limited by what has been. You are shaped by what you decide to do next. Growth begins the moment you realize that the past is only a chapter, not the entire book. You have the power to redefine yourself, to let go of what no longer serves you, and to create a future that aligns with who you truly want to be. The only thing standing between you and the person you want to become is your willingness to embrace change. If this spoke to your soul, Share it with someone who needs to hear it. Let's spread wisdom, transformation, and the power of new beginning. And if you found value in this, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more inspiration on your journey of growth. Your next chapter starts now. Let's write it together.